What's up, YouTube? This is Fishing with Red here. Today we're going to take a little bit different direction on my videos. I know my channel is Fishing with Red, but these are another hobby that I'm really involved with. It's called airsofting. So I'm going to be doing a huge unboxing video right now. I used to airsoft about 5 years ago, and now I've decided to get back into it, and I'm going to be doing my first, basically my reinventing myself through the airsoft industry through this unboxing. So this is pretty much everything that you'll need to really get started, plus more, obviously a lot more. But just want to go through that and show you what my loadout's going to be, my primary I'm going to be running, my secondary, and all the rest of the goodies that come with it. So this is going to be a lengthy video. For all you guys who subscribe to my channel for the fishing, I have a fishing video coming out because it is now finally trout season here in California. The weather's cooling down. It's actually raining today. So this is going to be a perfect opportunity for me to start introducing my gear and stuff for trout season, because I'll be going this weekend. So that video will be coming after this one, obviously. And so stay tuned to for that. So for everyone else who's now joining and subscribing to my channel for airsofting, thank you very much for your support. Like, comment, subscribe on the video. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'll be doing a lot more airsofting gameplay and also more gear and stuff reviews and things like that as well. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I'll guess is this big box right here. Obviously not everything came in this box, but I kind of didn't want to have a room full of freaking like 8 boxes. So first we're going to go through where I got some of this stuff. Okay, so evike.com, obviously a lot of people know about them, really great when it comes to gear, great prices, shipping was great. So definitely check them out if you're looking for anything. I mean, anything airsoft related. That's kind of been my go-to store when I first started playing as well. So now a majority of the things that I've purchased came from Airsoft GI. Now I live in Anaheim, California, so the closest store to me, like mega store type place, is Airsoft GI in Walnut. So big shout out to them. Spencer from Airsoft GI really helped me out. Every time I've been in there, great staff, customer service, great shipping on the stuff that I ordered from them. I got it in about like 3 days, just because I'm local, I'm sure. But also great prices as well. So you're in the market, you're in the Anaheim area, Orange County, LA County area, definitely going to be one of the stores that you'll want to check out if you're not right next to Evike. I picked up a couple stuff from my local store here as well, Airsoft Master. Great guys over there as well, really knowledgeable when it comes to airsofting types of upgrades and things like that. And then another one was Airsoft Megastore, and I don't shop from them a lot as far as like attachments or accessories and things like that, but they do have one of the lowest prices when it comes to apparel. For BDUs and things like that. They usually have a pretty wide assortment, and they also carry the Warwolf Gen 3 type stuff, which is really hard to find considering that company is based in China, and you can't see their website because it's Chinese. So there is an American one, but you can only inquire through there, you can't purchase. So big shout out to Airsoft Megastore for the apparel. All right. So let's get into it. I'll start off with this first box. Bravo PJ Fast Helmet. A lot of fields around me, they require you to have the I did the wrong side. Require you to have full face mask. I'm not a big fan of full face masks, just because I used to paintball and it takes away from the realism that airsofting offers, which is what I like. So here's a BJ2 Fast Helmet with the adjustable. I basically tighten it or loosen it. It comes with all of the extra clamps and things for the GoPro mount, light mount, anything else that you need on both sides, as well as Velcro on the top here. I do have a land camo cover that I'm going to be putting over this, just because most of the Milsim games that I'll be playing at American Milsim and Milsim West, land camo is a pretty, I guess, neutral loadout color that they allow in their games. That majority of them include. So that's my BJ fast type helmet. The next thing here, I'll get right into my vest. Now, I've already added a couple things to it because obviously this didn't come in a box, this came in a bag. This is a Lancer Tactical T3 vest. Has the plates inside. It's very heavy, very durable. I'm a big guy. I'm about 6'3.5". I'm obviously, you know, I'm not a kid, so I needed something that would really fit well on my body, and this did it for me. I actually tried on one of them at Airsoft Con at Evike a couple weeks ago, and absolutely loved it. It has your admin pouch here, very great and super high quality. I can't stress how much quality they really put into this Lancer Tactical. It is so sturdy, super well stitched. The molly is great. So you got your admin pouch here, 2 pistol mags, which I've turned upside down already. You know, I'm not a fan of the Velcro just because you come into situations where you may be trying to be quiet and you need to reload and then you hear this. Not so cool, you know? You don't walk around with a Velcro wallet when you're going to hit on a girl, so it's kind of the same thing here in Airsoft. I've added here an Elite Force kill rag. Those are, you know, definitely mandatory to have. I really like how Elite Force came out with something like this. When I was first playing, you know, 5 years ago, we didn't have anything like that. So for them to create something like this to make it easier, that's more power to them. That's great. So I've added that. You got my 5 M4 mags here because I will be running an M4. I've added my secondary primary holster here. This is just a Condor Universal because I do have a weapon light on my secondary, and I will be showing you that later in this video. But I wanted to have it here for that quick draw cross tack type of ability. I'm not a fan of drop leg just because you're sprinting, and I've seen guys who have great holsters, even hard shells, that have, you know, Blackhawk level 2 Serpas with the quick release, and they're running and their gun flies out for some reason. So I'm not a fan of that. Got my utility IFAK pouch here. This is where we're going to put a lot of the stuff for my Milsim games. On the back here, I have my dropped out or roll up mag dump pouch, all tan, and then here my radio pouch. Now, I ordered a Baofeng and a Retivis H777 radio pouch, or radio, and the Retivis fits pretty well in there. That radio pouch is a little bit big, obviously. I think Lancer Tactical could have kind of seen that no one really has radios like that anymore. Not even the police departments use radios that big anymore. So I did have to have an order some new radio pouches, which are on their way. They're not here yet, but they're basically the same. They're just a little bit smaller, and they have the bungee on top, just like that one. Just because my radios are too small for those, and you know, no one's running those huge radiated type radios anymore. Okay, so let's get to this big box right here. There's a lot of stuff in it. So first thing, I picked up this dual pistol pouch carrier just because my secondary did come with one, but this one is, I mean, it was only 15 bucks. Evike has a couple of them. It has all your mag pouches here. Mag bungee right here, so you can put all of your mags in here, and also 2 pistol mag case or pistol cases. I will be going with some friends and stuff like that. Also, you know, I've gotten my little cousins into it, so this is going to be a great bag for them to utilize, so I can carry all of their weapons and things like that. Now, one thing I did notice about this is that it has on the zipper part, if you can see that, a place to lock it, which is really good. I mean, it is an airsoft bag, but I do have actual handguns that I do own being that I'm over 21 years old. But this actually could do really well for range back and forth. And I do have a different like range tactical ready bag that has basically everything that I need. But 15 bucks, can't go wrong with this. This is made by Vism Performance, but I know that Condor has one, a couple other companies. Valken, I think, has one as well. So definitely pick these up if you're in the market, or you have definitely more than one secondary. This is perfect. Next thing here I picked up, and this is one of my favorite purchases, was the Amoeba series, M16 series, the mags that come on the Honey Badger. Now tomorrow I'm going to be picking up the Honey Badger. I'm sorry, I can't say Honey Badger because people get offended, but the Ares Amoeba AM014, the one with the external mock suppressor. I'm picking that up tomorrow. I've been so pumped about getting that. It will not be my primary, but it will be a weapon that I'll be using on the side, as well as my cousin who's getting into it. So these Amoeba series mags, I picked up a box of 10 at Airsoft GI, and let me tell you, I've been going around from place to place asking about these mags, and I've heard the greatest things about them with the mag pull already built in. This is a rubber piece here. These are very sturdy. They're very light. Some may argue they kind of feel cheap, but let me tell you, they're not. They are very durable. The plastic, this is plastic, not ABS really, is super thick. Very, very thick. They did have a stippled grip here. Kind of looks a little bit like a G36 mag, but obviously they're not. These are the M4, M16 version. These, I'll tell you this, and I'll tell you right now before I show you, I run a KWA KM4 wrist, the newest style, and this virtually goes right in there, snug, a little bit more than snug fit, no wobble whatsoever. I mean, it is extremely, extremely durable and fits perfectly into that gun. I'm pretty picky when it comes to mags, and the K120s and a KWA, I know that they're meant for them, but there's a lot of wobble in them. I thought, with them being at polymer material, they could have definitely made it a little bit as far as width-wise of the magazine well, could have made it a little bit bigger, and the more that you use the mag and you're putting it in and out of the mag well, it could have definitely shaped it where it would fit perfectly and you wouldn't have to worry about it. But that's just a flaw in my opinion. But these, no wobble whatsoever, super durable. Mid caps, 140 rounds in these. They fill up really easily. They feed fantastic. I think not one jam. I've ran 2-3 mags out of my weapon. No problems whatsoever. Airsoft GI, there was a couple places that I saw that had these, and they have them in boxes of 5, but the blacks go really fast. But let me tell you, I went to Airsoft GI, I got a box of 10 for 65 bucks. Now, I think they were on sale, but I think the regular price for these mags is only $80, which blew my mind, because a lot of the other places that I was looking at that had these mags that I actually got to try, they wanted $180 for a box of 10. So if you're in the market for these, they have these in tan and the black. I heard that they may be coming out with an OD green. I'm looking here at the description and color quantities. All I see are black, black, black. They do have some high caps of these I'm seeing here. The AM4 310 black BK. That's on the back here. I have obviously the black mid caps, 140 round. Pick these up if you're in the market for some solid, good looking mags. I cannot wait to hit the field with these. All right, so the next thing, I got my Baofeng radio here. This is one of the top radios used for these milsim events. If you guys want me to do any review on any of the products that I have here, please leave a comment in the description below, and I will definitely get on a review for that for you guys. Now the Baofeng here, as you can tell, I mean, I have pretty big hands, but just about fits in the palm of my hand here. But this radio is basically a handheld ham radio. Works so well for survival situations, as well as you can program different stations in here, like as far as like weather, emergency, like FEMA, all those types of things on there. The frequency mode. Yeah, as you can tell, it talks to you on everything that you do. It has a backlit screen. You can choose to black light it out so it won't light up, but my radio pouch is going to cover it anyway, so I don't really see that needs to. I know, excuse me, that Tactical Tailor has a radio pouch specifically for the Baofeng, and that's the one that I picked up. It has it so you can see a clear portion here for the buttons here. A lot of people think, oh, well, do you think you could actually press the buttons? Yes, that is a possibility, but down here on the left-hand side of it, on where the number sign is, there's a lock button. You just hold that down. Another cool thing about this is you have a call button here on the back side, your push to talk, obviously, and then your Money, which has a flashlight on it, and it has a strobe feature, etc. So this radio is absolutely awesome, and I got this on Amazon for 25 bucks for one. So definitely, if you're in the market for a radio, pick those up. It's the max I think on these are about 7.5 miles. So these are not just cheap quality radios. These are the real deal. A lot of airsofters use these. I know Robo Murray, Matt the Musketeer, I think has a couple of these. So a lot of the bigger guys that have a lot of subscribers on their channel do pick up Baofeng. So definitely recommend that as well. The next thing in here, I have a 4 reticle reflex sight. Now this is going to be not for my primary. This is going to be for the Amoeba. For all you guys that know the AM14 Amoeba, it is very, very lightweight with a full polymer body. So I didn't want to do anything too bulky on it, just because that it kind of looks stupid. You don't want to. That gun's already really awesome on its own. You don't want to go too crazy. It's just a simple red dot reflex sight. It has about 4 different reticles, and this is also red and green. Very bright, super simplistic, simple. Comes with your battery, obviously your tools to lock it up onto the Picatinny rail. It's standard, pretty much 20 millimeter rails. So you'll be good, all good there. Picked this up at Airsoft GI. It was about 50 bucks. So 4 reticle sight, red and green. Definitely a good purchase. Kind of excited to see what that looks like on there. Some of the easier stuff. This is reflective bands for those night games and stuff. These, you can get these anywhere. I think you can get them at the dollar store, Dollar Tree. They're good to have. Put them on your bag and stuff like that when you're doing night games, so people can pick up you in the dark and you don't end up getting hit. Electrical tape. Super mandatory for a lot of airsofters out there. This is good just to have in your bag, even on you on your vest if you need it in that utility or IFAK pouch, just in case something comes off of your weapon, you need to tie some stuff on or tape it on there. Definitely, man, good to have. You can get these at the dollar store, Home Depot, anything like that as well. So make sure you always have something like that in here around for you. Microcloth, these are good for cleaning. That's what I use them for. I have like a kind of a rubber mat that I always clean my weapons on so I don't lose any of the small parts, anything from the hop up or the buckings or anything like that. Those are all vital pieces of your weapon. You don't need to be losing them. So I picked up one of these microfiber towelettes to basically just clean my weapon and things like that. Another thing I picked up, clear earpieces. These were on Amazon. They're like, I think like $4 for one of them. Perfect. They fit into my Baofeng with the 2-prong, any Motorola type radio, pretty much universal. These are good because I can run it all the way up through my vest. I'm going to keep my radio pouch high or low no matter what. You can go through my vest, hook up my mic right on the Cumberland tab on my vest, so I can use the push to talk there. Has a clear earpieces, so they won't get messed up with your helmet or anything like that. Definitely great to have. Okay. Next thing here, Condor tactical hat. This is going to be more for my CQB games. These are cool to have. Just have the Velcro here, so you can even put your call sign patch or anything like that on there. Super cheap as well. I think they're like $7. Nothing too crazy. Now this is going to go on my primary. This is my JBU SD type mock suppressor. Now this suppressor will be going on the all the way up to my weapon. I'm not a big fan. M4s are already pretty large, so I don't need to be having anything super long at the end of it. I'm not a sniper. I'm actually a avid person from clearing building to building. So all the tactical training that I've had in the past with the Sheriff's Department and the other affiliations of companies that I've worked with for security and things like that are super, I like to utilize those things. So I'm definitely not someone that stays back and provides support or anything like that. This is the charger for my Baofeng. I just took it out of the box because I wanted to see what it looked like. It's super light. It's good to have all these all set up. So that comes in the box as well. That's not something that you have to buy separate. Everything that you need for that Baofeng radio is there, so do not worry. This is my Retivis HD, the H777. These are the ones I told you were a little bit bigger. They're not that much bigger, but they come in that. They come with your battery pouch, your clip, obviously your antennas, all that stuff. These have about a 4.5–5 mile radius. Still great radios. These are more simple. I think these are 16 channel radios, so they work well. They come with the, obviously they both come with their chargers as well. You got your charging mat, and they have earpieces here, but they're cheap. I'm not a big fan of those over the ear ones. But this was a great pickup. I think Amazon was selling these. I got both of these radios for $35. So radios are very important when it comes to airsofting. Just even real police, military, they rely on the radios for communication. Obviously, that's what we do in airsofting as well. So the Retivis H777, 777, yeah, I said that right. These are 16 channel noise reduction circuit. They're very clear. I watched a bunch of reviews on these before I pulled the trigger. These are from Hong Kong, but they ship them here, and a lot of people carry them. Costco, Walmart, a lot of people are using these radios, so they are very reliable, and they're very clear. I mean, I was talking to somebody when I was testing them out before I bought them at a radio store near me. I was 2.5 miles away, and it sounded like he was right next door to me. So these are very, very good to pick up. Super cheap as well. You're not going to break the bank with them, so why not? Here I have my outdoor sports. I think this is just an unbranded type. I don't even know I think it's probably some China brand. This is my laser sight, green. This is going to be going on my weapon. Obviously, it's a little big. I wasn't expecting it to be that big, but there is windage and elevation adjustments on this with a push button on there, and it also comes with a pressure switch and mount. 2 different mounts, actually. One that comes off the barrel, and then another one that goes on the rail. And I'll be using the one that's on the rail. Obviously, I don't want anything at the end of my barrel because I have that mock silencer on it. This is pretty cheap as well. I forgot where I picked this up, but this is a great thing if you're looking to put accessories on your weapon, which is something that I'm doing. Next thing here is my Lancer Tech. Oh no, this is my Valken ACOG style weapon weapon. I was in the market. I saw a couple. I noticed that a lot of people are going to those EOTechs. I'm not a fan. I like to keep everything pretty much as close to real steel as possible, just because I'm involved in the real steel as well. This Valken ACOG is absolutely awesome. It is made out of polymer, the panel here at the bottom, the metal receiver is metal, so it will be hooked onto your arm. Sorry, no, it is not. It is polymer. All of it is polymer, which in my opinion is great because it doesn't add any extra weight onto the weapon. This is exactly what I want. This is a 1x32, I believe. You're not going to be able to see. I don't have the battery in it, but 5 levels of brightness, which is good enough for me. It comes with the battery. It uses a standard 1620 CR battery, which you can pick up a bunch of. But this, I'm actually really excited. It looks great on the weapon. It has the red colored tint front on it, which is great. So for all of you out there who's looking for ACOG style, I know that Lancer Tactical has a couple, but you know, I'm not really interested in putting in 100 or 100 plus or $200 ACOG style with the fiber optic if there's going to be a possibility that it will get shot out. It's never happened to me, but I have seen it happen to other people, and with my type of luck, I would put that on my weapon and it would get shot out. So I'm just going to keep it pretty simple, the ACOG. This is a Valken Outdoor red dot sight. And yeah, this is the 1x30 actually, black. They also have these in tan. They're only both 1x30s. NC Star, like that reflex sight that I have, makes a really good red dot. That's what I used to have when I first started playing. But I picked up that Valken. I like the style. It looked more like the ACOG type. Pretty simple, dual mag clamp for the M4 mags. I haven't tried this out on the Amoeba series, but hopefully they'll fit. They have 2 cushions here. This is made by Tokyo Marui. So this is something that I do like to run M4 mags, or dual M4 M16 mags with this clamp, just to make it a lot easier, because them being mid caps, you may go through a lot of BBs like I do. So this is a great pickup. It's only $10 on Evike, I believe. So if you're interested in running that, you can. I picked up these. I got a couple more of them coming. They're a dual-sided red call sign patch. They have Velcro around the edges, and then the red is reflective on both sides, so I can run a black if I want to, or a tan. Obviously, I'm gonna be running tan, everything in my loadout. The reason why I call sign is red, because I have red hair. So I thought that'd be really cool. I'm kind of gonna milk that through my airsofting ability. So those are pretty cheap to pick up. I picked up these, let's see here, I think I have something else. Yeah, there we go. I picked up the Thunder Bee, obviously the grenade. Thunder Bees comes with the core and 3 shells. I have a box of shells coming. Then I just picked up another Hack Bee core, just so I could have 2. I'll usually run 2 every game. May pick up more of these just to have them. I know that they have like a tripwire one and stuff like that. I think that'd be really cool for some of the milsim games to get kind of behind enemy lines and set up a tripwire somewhere on there, and that'd be kind of neat. So these are definitely a must-have, kind of an extra. You don't have to have them, but I thought it'd be really cool that we can use those now. Those weren't around when I was playing. So I also have some Enola Gay smoke grenades that are coming. Those are very vital for communication for people that you're not communicating, obviously through radio, so people can see the smoke during the milsim games for targets and things like that, extraction points, LZs, all that type of stuff. So the next thing I have here is my weapon light here. Now this was a pretty great deal. Came in a really shitty box. You can tell it got messed up for some reason. But I got, this is my weapon light with the Cisno weapon light. This is 1,000 lumens on this thing. So this is very bright. This has a strobe feature as well. So this will mess up a lot of people. This is a little bit more of an expensive buy. I think this was like $60 just for the light. But comes with the pressure switch. It has obviously the push button, so if you don't want to run a pressure switch, obviously I will. I always do. Has your rail, Picatinny rail, with the tool to tighten it, as well as your pressure switch. Now I've noticed that this pressure switch is pretty long, so when you do this, this is where the electrical tape comes in handy. You're going to be able to mount this to your vertical grip or whatever it is, wherever you want it to be in your weapon, even though it is kind of long. So that's one thing that you'll be able to obviously adjust when you have it, or when you're applying it to your weapon. So, just keep that in mind. Comes with the instructions. I don't know how they got all this stuff in this one little box. No wonder it's pretty messed up. I mean, the box is super cheap. I thought they could have maybe spent an extra dollar on getting you a more decent box. Picked up about 2 of these 11.1 lipos. Don't run anything but lipos. Make sure your gun's lipo ready before you put one in there, obviously. But this is a G&G armament, 11.1, 1100 milliamp lipo. I picked up about 2 of these with like 2 more on the way. Can never not have enough batteries, obviously. So that's definitely something you need to have. I picked up this AIM Sports little stubby vertical grip. This will be on my primary weapon. I will be putting my pressure switch for that flashlight above this near the rail. So I actually may put it on the rail just because it is kind of long. So I may put this on there. Hopefully it'll fit. This has a battery compartment on the bottom of it, which is why I got it. There has been a couple times where a laser's gone out or the red dot has gone out. Now these use the 1620. This is the only space they have. I can't put a CR123 in here or anything like that. So this will have to do. But this is a great little vertical grip. Heard great things, felt it, feels good. So I'm putting that on my primary. The next thing here, obviously, like I said, you have to have full seal. I'm not a fan of the full head mask, paintball crap. So I just picked up one of those mesh cover ear type things. And these go well with goggles. They're actually it's pretty low pro. Kind of sticks out a little bit, but they're comfortable. You can breathe in it and you won't have any ventilation problems or anything like that, especially playing here in California where it can get a little hot. Picked up this universal kind of under BDU or over BDU belt. This is me something that I don't run a battle belt or anything like that, so this works pretty well for me. And this is very cheap, 2.5. I think this is 2 inches standard any BDU. So this is definitely a good pickup for me. Keep your pants on. Let's see here. These are 2 primary mags here, or I'm sorry, secondary mags. These are for the Glock 17, but I run a Echo 1 Gen 2 Timberwolf XTR, so these fit it. So these are my 2 extra mags. I'll run 3 total. So those are what those are, made by WE. Let's see here, Condor Tactical Gear 1-point sling, favorite sling with the double bungee. Run this right off my vest from the top. Wouldn't do anything else. This is what I would run real steel. This is it right here. So that was also a good, pretty cheap pickup. Tactical, tan schmog to cover your neck. Sometimes I don't really wear it. I'm not afraid to get hit in the neck. It does hurt, don't get me wrong, but I'm not afraid of that. It doesn't hurt as much as getting shot with a real bullet in your neck, so it's totally fine. I picked up these Condor tactical grenade pouches. Now, they just released those Thunder Bee clips, but I heard that these will fit the Thunder Bees because this has an adjustable strap right here, adjustable clip. So hopefully though they do fit, or I pretty much bought these for no reason. But I think it was only like $7, so I'm not really butthurt about it. Obviously the Molly clamp, which has all 4 of them, which is great. I think sometimes I've seen them back in the day where they had 2 only and they would wobble a little bit, but 4, that ain't going nowhere on your vest. So definitely, if you got something like that, I'm pretty sure that these fit the Tornado because on the picture of when I bought them, it had a Thunder or a Tornado grenade in them. So pretty sure they have been proven to fit them with the adjustable clamp. So take advantage of that. If you have that Thunder Bee, those will fit. Those are, I think, like I said, they're like $7 for those 2. Got myself just a Molly hydration pouch with the came with the bladder. I have a cover for the the straw. That's a land camo. They'll match my BDUs. This is a good pickup. I do like to run hydration pouches on the field. Like I said, I do play in California and it gets hot, so it's good for me to have. This was just something I picked up for running and working out. It's just a Lin camo, basically neoprene pouch that I put my iPhone 6 into, and so I can run and stuff with it, not have it in my pocket bouncing around or take the possibility of it jumping out of my hand or pocket, I mean. So that's just a little adjustable arm slap. Hopefully it'll fit. It looks kind of small. I have not normal size arms, I would say, so hopefully that'll fit. Doesn't really seem like it gives that much, but I think it was only like $4, not a problem. Now, these are something I'm also pretty pumped about. I kind of fell in love with these after I saw the video review on e-bike. These are the Bobster Prowler sunglass goggles with frame, etc. These things full seal, so you can play with them on the field. They come with this big, obviously, pouch. There is I know that on another model, there's an older one, and I don't know why they stopped doing this. It came with a built bigger pouch, like an actual zippered pouch for them, and those were pretty neat. These right here, as you can see, they have covers all the way to about over here, so you don't lose that peripheral like you can on goggles. These are pretty much low pro, anti-fog, full seal, like I said. And the coolest part about them is they offer them in the sunglass type, which obviously you won't be running on an airsoft field, just to make sure, kind of, because you may lose them. But they give you the band for a strap type to make it adjustable to the back of your head, which is what I will be running, just to be safe. But these things are great. I got the smoke tint because I like to have a darker shade in my when I'm looking at my glasses. So these were a great pickup. Those were about $50 or so, but they're worth it if you're looking for that low pro look and you don't really want to run those goggles all the time. I will be getting a pair of the Smith Optics low pro type soon. Those are a little bit different. They have the vent on the top of it actually, but they have a cool strap on them as well for the games that I don't really want to wear, just want to wear my helmet and that. But these work really well with that half mesh face mask, which like I said, I don't have a choice here in California. Most of the fields require it. So these Bobster Prowlers are a must buy if you're looking for that low pro look. Let's see here. I got an Airsoft Awesomeness shirt when I picked up one of the orders I put for them, so that was pretty cool. Thank you, Evike, for that. Let's see here. Something came in here. I can't remember what that was. Oh, okay. So always pick up extra batteries. This is a 1865 3.7 volt 2500 milliamp battery. This goes in my flashlight. It's rechargeable, and I have a rechargeable battery recharger here that I had from I don't even know where I got it from. I can't remember. But those are definitely a good thing to have. You want to have batteries that are rechargeable for those flashlights, so you'll just keep buying them. And then I got some CR123s. Evike has these in packs. Like you can get 12 of them for $20 or something like that. And I got 6. I thought. Oh, it's still in here. That's why. Yeah. I got 6 of them for I think $8. Whoops. I have just picked up some of these B and R patches just because a lot of people call me Big Red, so that's what I have. And I also picked up this sheriff patch because I learned a lot of my tactical training from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department while working with them, so gotta show some respect to my sheriff buddies out there. This is the OD green. It's pretty much universal set team. A lot of the SWAT type tactical teams on sheriff use that patch, so I'll be representing them as well. Lipo safe bag, always good to have one of these, especially when traveling. Have a lipo safe bag, put your batteries in there, or they will throw them away at the airport. So the lipo bag, that's pretty much it in there. Let's see here, put this away for a second. All right, last things I have here, getting down towards the end of that was all that was in the box. This is my dual rifle Condor bag. It does have an Evike logo on it, so I'm assuming that maybe they collaborated with them, because I don't know. I don't think, you know, they do that. This is a great bag, super sturdy, MOLLE pouching here, so you could add utility pouches. These are good for mags. This front pouch right here is good for SMGs, which I'm eventually going to be picking up a MP9, or I'm sorry, the KWA M7 or the Chris Vector, and I think it will fit in here. I'm pretty certain that this is big enough to fit a Chris Vector. It's basically like a padded pouch that you can put it in, and it also has your dual AEG, which is perfect for my M4 and the Amoeba series, the AM14, 014, Honey Badger, whatever. So that goes in there. Has back straps, which is pretty awesome as well. These come in handy when you not want to be gripping up a lot of stuff. So definitely a good buy as well. Last thing is I have one more thing after this. My KWA KM4 wrist, still in the box. Haven't really done much with it yet. I shot it, charged up the battery. Everything works perfectly fine. Picked that up at Airsoft GI. I'm a big fan of KWA. I don't think there's a lot of companies out there that can really compete with them. So I like to kind of utilize the best in the industry. I know I'm not a fan of the Crytax or anything like that. So KWA is what I use. This is my tactical bag that I take out with me all the time to the games. Has all my other gear in it. Here are my gloves. These are mechanics speed type gloves with basically just the elastic at the bottom. I like these way more than any Velcro, just because they're loose enough on the wrist, and they will still protect your knuckles. All that stuff important. I'm not a big fan of the ones that have plastic. All that, it's too bulky for me. You don't need that stuff. I will cut the finger off the trigger and probably the thumb to allow me to grip my AEG and pistol a little bit better, even though both of them I don't have any problems with. They have a lot of stifling. So these are land camo. They'll fit my BDUs and my loadout. These are also some black ones that I used to use with the Sheriff's Department. They're neoprene, but they're also puncture proof and stuff like that for when we were searching suspects and things like that, making sure they didn't have any knives or hypodermic needles and all that crap. This bag is absolutely amazing. I got this at LA Police gear. I've had this for a while. MOLLE pouching on the whole front of it here. There's this will actually fit a smaller can of green gas, about 2 of them. So, I mean, there's enough room for everything in here. I have a front pouch here that has, this is the extra padding for that BJ helmet. Like I was saying, it comes with that. Which is great if you have a smaller head and you're having trouble obviously making that fit for yourself. Here's all the clamps and extra attachments for the helmet for you to have. Comes with all that stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's all I got in there. This is more of an admin pouch. I keep my pens, Sharpies in there just for the Milsim games and things like that. It's good to have extra stuff in there. You can put mags in here, cell phone, all that stuff. And I can do a full review on any of these things. Like I said, just leave a comment in below of what you want me to do the review on. Side pouches here on the side. These are they're very deep, but they kind of go with the side of the bag. So it's kind of difficult for you to have it. Another cool feature in this bag is this cover. You can actually have your radio in there if you wanted to, and there's a cord right here, or iPod or anything like that, which is great. This bag is super durable. You do not have any problem doing anything here. This thing is also on this side as well, so there's 2 of them if you really need to. And I think there's one on the top here. This Velcro is super tight though, so I don't know if this is going to come off. They do have one on the back here. Right here, see, you put your finger in there. It doesn't open all the way. It just opens half, and then you can close it. So you can run your iPod or anything through that as well. The main compartment here, I have my 400 round M16 M4 speed loader. You have to have these with mid caps. This is very strong, very durable. very strong plastic, and it feels good in your hand. It's pretty heavy. Standard silicone oil, that's for gun maintenance. And then I have my pistol speed loader with attachment as well. I'm not I most of the time will just load my pistol mags by hand, but it's good just to have one on when you need it anyway. Here's my Tenergy LiPo Smart Balancing Charger. These are pretty universal, they're pretty standard. It charges my battery super fast, about 40 minutes or less, usually. I run KWA BBs out of all of my weapons. They're the best, I think, on the market. Here's just a regular ace bandage wrap. These are used for the Milsim games. This is a G&G armament. Yeah, BBs that I got for free when I picked up my secondary, which I'm going to show you right now. These are pretty good. I run .25s. I'll never run anything lower than a .25 through my weapons just because I have upgraded internals and things like that. Being that I just picked up the KWA on Saturday, but I will be putting in upgraded spring type bore barrel to allow me to have my mock suppressor in the barrel go all the way out to the end of it. Take advantage of that. It's extra added accuracy, and it's a cheap upgrade. Later on, I'll probably do the bullpup, or I'm sorry, the hop up and everything like that as well for an upgrade. The green gas I use is the Puff Dino. This is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it works pretty well. Inside of this bag, I could do a whole review on this entire bag actually, but this bag, I'm telling you, cost me about 25 bucks on LA Police gear. So if you're looking to pick up a bag like that, and they have them in different colors, black and OD green, I believe, don't hesitate, pick it up over there, lapolicegear.com. And I'll put the links to a lot of the places that I picked up all this stuff, obviously, in the description for you guys to go pick up if you're interested. Last but not least is my Echo One Lone Wolf XTR. This is the Gen 2 version with the gold inner side with an NC Star tack light with strobe feature. Let me tell you, I'm a big fan of a Glock. I own a Glock 17 and a Glock 23 compact. I cannot tell you how fascinated I am with this weapon. The only downside, and like I said, I can do a review of this weapon, that just some of the stuff that I've noticed is on the Glock, if you've ever shot the real steel version, there is a safety trigger, which they put the insert, and it looked like they were going to put it in. You can tell right there through that little hole, and it slit down the middle of it, that they were going to put it in, but then they decided not to for some reason. I really wish they would have done that. I think that would have been better, because the safety is under the tack light here where I have it, and it's very hard to use. Like you could lose a fingernail by doing it. So that's also, I've heard a lot of people say that, and it's their quarrel with it as well. So, you know, next time, Echo One, put that trigger safety in there, just like you would have on the Glock, because this is based off of a Glock model scale. I love this weapon, shoots amazing right out of the box. There's really nothing you need to do with it with the internals. Brian over at Echo One did a video, some stuff that you can do on your own here, like polishing off this top where the rail slides back on the inner barrel type thing right here, so it makes it being able to cock back faster and smoother. So it makes just a couple little things that can make your gun more efficient. But let me tell you, CQB guys, your Speed QB, this is definitely one to pick up. This is definitely in the runnings with any of those high kappas or anything like that. Full metal 1911s from Tokyo Marui, even the ones that he made. The sights on this thing are absolutely flawless. They work very well. I have no quarrels with this gun. I have no negative thoughts about it besides the safety. Fits really well on your hand. Like I said, I have big hands, so it comes with an additional back strap in it as well. So for you guys to have thinner, smaller hands, obviously the flat back shot would be a little bit better. This is the rounded one. It fits perfectly in my hand. I cannot say that, especially with gloves on, that I would lose this weapon, anything. Very sturdy, pretty much as lifelike. It feels just as heavy as my real Glock, this G17. So it's pretty, that's pretty awesome. Got that extended dovetail type look, so you can, this weapon can fit really deep in your hand and not have any problems with anything. So I definitely recommend you pick that up. It runs, like I said, those WE, pretty much any Glock 17 maker of mags for airsoft, obviously the green gas, it'll fit that. You can even buy just the Lone Wolf external mags. I think Echo One sells them too. So, but you can buy the other ones cheaper. Spring on this mag is very good. The only thing that I am disappointed in is, like I said, you have to hold it down in order to fill the BBs, and I fill them from right here. So what I do is I'll put all my BBs in a big container, and I'll dip this mag in there, and I'll kind of just flip them over. And this is a double stack mag, so you have to make sure you don't do everything too fast. You got to shake it a little bit so that way they stack correctly all the way down. That's kind of the biggest problem with these double stack mags from any brand, is getting those BBs to stack up correctly. They're 24 round mags. It does come with the orange tip, so don't think that I painted or anything like that. I just don't have anything used for it. Best thing about these G2 versions of the XTRs that they just came out with an Echo One is they have a 14 millimeter reverse thread extender on the orange tip. So you can buy those Mad Bolt silencers or anything like that, mock suppressors, and screw it right on there, counterclockwise, obviously, and you can't even see the orange tip. So it's either way, you can take it off or leave it on. I just took it off. I didn't really find a necessary thing for it. It looks way cooler, especially with that gold inner barrel and the way that they did the openings and things like that. So that's pretty much everything. You guys saw this is a pretty lengthy video, almost an hour, but I wanted to show you what my entire loadout is. Oh, last thing that I will be running, I think I talked to you guys about in the beginning, is the Warwolf tactical generation 3 BDUs. Now these come with super sturdy patches on the side, elbow pads. You can actually take them out. Excuse me. And the pants are the same thing. Gen 3 have the knee pads and all that. I don't really need to show you those. They're all kind of folded up in the bag anyway. If you guys want me to do a review on any of the products that you saw in this video, feel free to let me know in the comment area. I will work on getting those videos done for you as soon as possible. But pretty much got everything all settled out now. Now I'm just going to end up putting a lot of the attachments on the weapon. And I'll probably do a video of the completed project of everything that I put on as far as accessories and attachments and things like that. So let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate you guys watching this. If you guys ever want to meet up and you're in the California area for airsofting or anything like that, feel free to like and subscribe, comment, and I'll give my information of where I play, and we can meet up. All right. Thank you guys very much.